What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all. It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all with another video. We here with Zephfire, man. Miles Morales versus the world. Spider-Man into the Spiderverse. Man, some. I remember, what was it, a little while ago? The dude that voiced Spider-Man was talking crazy to some other celebrity female online, and it got stupid. I don't know. It was hilarious. But we here. We know that Zephfire gonna give this to us in splendiferous fashion. So let's just, hop into it. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me on all of that there social media. We ain't here without any further ado. In 3, 2, 1, click.
Oh my God, she's hot!
It was always me versus the world.
And we gotta wait like 8 months.
Yeah, the whole Scott Pilgrim, like the spin that man's just putting on it already. Let's go.
For the next one, like, come on, bro. So as you can clearly see, Beyond the Spiderverse is not coming out anytime soon. I was gonna drop a video on that little short last year, but it was just Miles running away from KSI the whole time.
Miles running away from KSI.
So for now, we gonna spin back to the series as the potential to be the greatest superhero trilogy of all time. As y'all can see from the length of the video, I'm talking about every single Spider-Verse movie, including the first. Make sure you follow all of my socials. Links gonna be in the description. And shut your brain, man. Son, drop the video, nigga.
Alright, cool little edit,
I'm by your side. Oh, god damn, Spotify ads. But the movie starts with Miles singing in the bedroom, hitting them terrible singing notes like he Corey Kenshin. But he gets dressed up and he ends up going to school. Walking down the street, dapping everybody up, he feeling like the man.
I feel like the man. Freshman of the year, I woke up like the man.
Thank you. Man. Oh man, I was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. Woo! Okay, we move.
Was moving tough as hell, pulling all types of shorties in.
How's that new school?
Oh no. Don't tell me it's already started. We got the Starbucks drinking, pumpkin spice smelling, American Eagle wearing shorty, walking up to Miles talking about some I miss you. Nobody hypnosis has already started. I'm really about to be at his funeral just like these. My dog is straight cooned out.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh, hell no.
I want you to pay attention throughout this entire video.
Oh,
this man is under an
crazy
intense snow bunny trance. But my man was still strolling around the street till he bounced his head off the backboard like he run, only to run into.
Yo, that's crazy.
He bounced his head off the backboard like he run.
That shit's hilarious. That shit be so fucking embarrassing. Oh shit, just praying that the camera ain't catch that. Oh shit.
Only to run into his dad. And he starts giving Miles the basic unk speech. See, that's the problem with you youngins nowadays. We can't let y'all do nothing. Look at that new store they opened across the street. Foam party? Y'all youngins want to play with your sperm? Oh,
what the hell, bro?
God. My man's moving just like the Trey Rag skit. You can't say nothing around old people. But Miles' dad proceeds to embarrass him in front of the whole school, causing him to constantly get fried at every turn.
Well, if it isn't the whole scare himself.
You see, Flash, that's where you're wrong. What if the whole scaring me?
Ooh!
Hey, you corny, nigga.
And that boy gotta sit down, even more embarrassed. Hey, I liked your joke. It was actually pretty cute. Wait, really?
I beg your pardon?
From this one interaction, he goes home to Uncle Aaron, trying to tell him how much he fell for him.
I got game. It's a new girl. Actually, she's kind of into me.
But during this interaction, Uncle Aaron gives him the method, the play. Putting the hand right on the shoulder and hitting the hey. I'm telling you, it works on all women, either that or doing this. But Miles gets bit and pays it no mind, bro? And we don't see the results of the bite until the next day. So we get to the next day, and that spider bite is hitting him like a truck. That bite got him growing inexplicably, hearing voices in his head just like this.
Story gets picked and a shout out. Yo, who are you?
Yeah, I don't think that's a spider bite, gang. You might not be normal. And he runs right into, why are you so ashy? It's a puberty thing. What?
Oh, my nigga said ashy.
I just finished puberty. I'm a nigga now. Wait, does that mean you're black? black. I thought you were Dominican. Race and ethnicity are not the same thing. I mean, of course. Duh. Me not knowing the difference is the reason why racism is so
twin, if
common
you
in
want to
my
green
area.
this shot,
If I'm gonna
we
be the
gotta
change
do
my
it right
community
now.
deserves- And then we get into the conversation if Africa's a country or a continent or...
Hey.
But Miles' hand gets stuck to her, forcing her to get a new hairdo. And after a Subway Surfers type chase scene with the hall monitor, he realizes that he has Spider-Man's powers. Miles
Subway
decides
Surfer
to
go crazy,
go back to the tunnel that he found the spider, only to run into Spider-Man and Green Goblin boxing underground. And I'm telling you, they having a straight war.
Yeah, bro, and that was a whole different kind of Green Goblin, my nigga. I remember that thing hit the screen, and he said, something Green Goblin. I said, who the fuck is that? What Green Goblin is that? What, that nigga look like the Hulk ate the Green Goblin, boy. What the hell going on over here?
No matter what universe it is, Green Goblin's always gonna give him a good squabble. He throws bombs all over the place like it's a gender reveal. And Miles almost gets He throws bombs all over the place like it's a gender reveal. And
Sorry, that's crazy.
Miles almost gets completely knocked out, only for the GOAT to come in and save his life. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's why he's there, baby. That's why he's the GOAT.
Even though we only see this Spider-Man for like 4 effing seconds, this perfect Peter Parker is like so fire. I love seeing every second of him on the screen. But Peter Parker goes to the top, making sure he's the highest in the room. And before he can blow up the machine, he gets... The Prowler comes in, no plan, no motive, no direction. Moving on straight ignorance. Here to knock Peter Parker out for good. And he really wasn't
Sleeping.
playing. Hit the right to the kick, got that boy leaning. Kick to the chest, backhand. Block it to a get over here. Laying it flat out on the floor, but he can't connect. And this is when he goes 0 for 6 from the field, shooting straight bricks. It was so bad the cameraman had to change angles. He was trying to save bro's career. But he gets out of his slump, hit it.
Yo, that's wild, bro. That boy said cameraman, they change angles. Was trying to save homie's career is crazy, bro. But hey, Prowler was trying hard though. He was trying real hard.
Peter with the 1-2, but Peter eats those. And we get possibly the coldest moment in the entire movie.
Now you got.
Yeah, stop that whole shit.
Now you got.
Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Peep that.
Now you got.
The hardest scene in the entire film gets interrupted because he got jumped.
God.
It's terrible. Miles sees him get jumped and tries to go up to help him, but once he got a good look at Green Goblin, he sat his ass right back down. He was not trying to mess with Brody. And while Spider-Man is pinned down, we got this big body bends of a nigga.
Yeah, that shit is
over here
crazy
talking
how they
his smack
like,
and-
I don't know who designed that nigga. I don't know who designed that, but boy, that shit is crazy.
This nigga is so fat, he can't even fit in the whole screen. How are you this obese? But let me chill on this in him, because some of y'all really be weird. I remember I said on stream I didn't like this hard-boiled egg of a villain, and someone said me not liking a fat villain is a fat nigga take.
With another wow.
How is that a fat nigga take, fat nigga? Pull up and you gon' see what's up. Chill. My bad, bruh. But Kingpin starts the machine. Green Goblin being a complete dunce. Put Spider-Man in the middle of the explosion, selling the whole plan and exploding the entire area. And when Miles goes through the rubble, he sees Spider-Man on his deathbed. And Peter gives him the USB, telling Miles he's the last hope. He gotta use the USB to explode the machine. Kingpin arrives over at Peter's body, getting ready to smoke on his pack, and Peter straight up tells him his plan won't work. It's gonna fail just like the rest. And Kingpin took that personally, putting his entire body weight on Peter, taking that man's life. And well, Spider-Man passes away and the entire city mourns. I really love how this was handled. They also give us this really funny scene.
They're counting on me. Probably not you specifically. I think it's a metaphor.
And this is where Miles gets determined. He goes outside to try his first real Spider-Man jump. And you know, he was not to try his first real Spider-Man jump.
Damn.
And you know, he was nervous, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. No Eminem, but he goes to the edge of the building, looks straight down, and gets ready to
He's like,
jump.
we gonna get a smaller building.
Yeah, that nigga fumbled. He tries a smaller building, but sadly his shoes were untied, causing him to trip and fall off the entire building, breaking the USB given to him by Spider-Man. Like, Miles, you might go, but I cannot believe you right here. You had one job.
He's just getting started, bro. He's just getting started. Come on.
Up by your own shoes. This is actually sickening.
How you
crossed up by your own shoes.
How you cross up a child like that, bro? What is going on? Why are we recording that? My nigga said, oh!
This is actually sickening, and even he knows it. Going to the grave of Spider-Man, trying to express his grief. I'm sorry, Mr. Spider-Man, sir. I failed you. I really did. Yo, brother, you got some sauce. Man, what the fuck?
You got some sauce.
This is where we meet Peter B. Parker. And I, for one, love this character to death. I really love how he's a failed version of Sam Raimi's iteration of the character. It makes him feel a perfect amount of unique yet familiar. But Miles knocks Peter B out, and the cops come seeing that Miles was on unauthorized territory. And this is where we get one of the most beautiful animated sequences in the entire movie. This chase scene right here is just sex to my eyes.
Oh my god.
The animation is so fluid. The way the...
You know what's crazy about this? These movies, like, something that's really loved about it is also something that's hated about it. I don't want to say really hate it, but like it's one of those things that you either really loved or just really didn't. And that was the use of abstract colors in the film. I fucking thought it was so amazing and so unique and so just done awesome. But I've also heard people just like hate it. But let's go.
Colors just jump on the screen.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
My bad, bruh. But at the end of this chase scene, Peter gets knocked out, and this is where Miles attempts an interrogation. And let me just tell you, that interrogation was a complete failure. And I'll give Miles his props. He tried, but sometimes no matter how much you try, you just can't look tough. It's like when people try to act tough from a weak city. Out here saying you wouldn't last a day in my hood. Whole time this the hood in question. Nigga, that's just Connecticut. But after this fantastic conversational scene between Peter B and Miles, they decide to blow up the collider. But in order to do that, they have to rebuild the USB that Miles broke, which leaves them with no other choice but to head to Alchemax. So them boys make it to Alchemax, put the mask on, and they begin to think on their new plan. And their plan is to break into the facility, grab a new USB, and then escape unscathed. Peter's original plan was to go in by himself, and Miles complies. But while he's outside playing lookout, he sees Kingpin walking into Alchemax himself. And Miles has a mini panic attack. Who can blame him? He's built like an octagon with diabetes. But even though the ideas of
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I remember the first time I seen that nigga hit the screen, I was like, yo, why he look like that? You feel me? Like, I know they made, you know, Kingpin up against Miles, but Kingpin also be going up against Daredevil. You feel me? And if that's what Daredevil got to deal with, you know, Spider-Man got whole ass superpowers. You know what I'm saying? And we seen how it was giving him problems, but like, I don't, that Kingpin, Daredevil, but that Kingpin, okay.
Ear are ringing through Miles' head. The thoughts of him getting back are even stronger. And he locks himself in from a panic attack and goes to join Peter. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he deserves a round of applause. Someone tell Puss in Boots he got to take notes. I was rewatching that movie, and the moment Death even showed his face, Puss in Boots was straight bricks. But Miles chases Peter inside, and I'm crying. He really got a face full of Fire Force. But he joins up with Peter.
Yo, wait a minute. Yo, what's with the Fire Force disrespect, my nigga? Come on now. I like Fire Force. I thought Fire Force is dope. What you mean, bruh? Come on, hit him with that. Come on. All right.
Side, and I'm crying. He really got a face full of Fire Force. But he joins up with Peter, and they decide to go through the plan together. Nah, no High School Musical timing though. Y'all corny. I really mess with this scene where Peter B is so used to Spider-Man stakes. The conversation explaining the plan was nothing but routine for him. Watch this.
This is pretty standard Spider-Man stakes. You get used to it. Watch this. He's gonna say, "You've got 24 hours."
You've got 24 hours.
But Doc Ock leaves the room and Spider-Man makes it to the computer. He starts putting in that password, hacking the device. He going crazy. And like damn near every 2-man known to mankind, somebody in it has gots to sell. With Miles almost selling the entire mission, getting stuck on the light. Had Peter B straight tight as hell. He looking at him like, man, what the hell are you doing? Bro, I don't know. I can't get down. What are you doing to relax?
Is this nigga serious?
And that fall called the scientist's attention. But while she's walking in the room, they realize that Miles can turn invisible, leaving Peter B to handle this interaction himself. She walks into the room and is completely geeked of seeing a new Peter Parker. She looking at him like, oh my god! Wow! And you know these weird ass scientists, they see anything and can't wait to study it. Talking about some, I can't wait to see some of your saliva.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
And while she's studying him, she turns around and we get this incredible scene. You know, if you stay in this universe any longer, you're gonna disintegrate. You know how much that'll hurt, Peter Parker? I mean, I don't know. I think I got through worse. You couldn't imagine. And I, for one, can't wait to watch.
Oh, no.
What did you say your name was? Dr. Olivia Octavius. And she begins to remove the lab coat. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. Oh my god, she's hot! You got her with the hair tied back, the skin tight clothes. Let me get her. She's so bad. She pins Peter to the floor. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that was me. I assume your friends call you Doc Ock. My friends call me Liz. My enemies call me Doc Ock. And I call you Mommy. This is where they get to it. Miles straight running out the room while Peter Parker is getting ragdolled. Peter's getting straight dogged, using the yoga ball to deflect the attacks, but that won't.
But nah, what they did with her tentacle thingies, like I thought that was crazy. You know, I'm making whatever silicone-based thingy, whatever, versus all the whole metal shit. That was clean.
Work. And she tries to chase down Miles like it's a horror game, only for him to escape out the back. Well, damn, this will be a good time.
That's when you gotta pay attention to the nigga he hit with the donut. No, the bagel, or whatever the hell it was.
Fails to turn invisible, selling the whole plan, and Peter B selects a bagel. And yes, this is the most important detail of the entire movie. They end up walking through, and the scientists are like, "Oh my goodness, Spider-Man!" I thought they was just gonna watch in awe, like how Lucky fans stare at a fat nigga. But nah, they really came strapped up, like a suitcase into a blick. Gotta be the craziest thing I've ever seen. But
what you mean, bro? Once upon a time in Mexico, don't get it twisted. Well, yeah, Sue was like, it was the guitar thingies, you know what I mean? And then they had the sequel. That wasn't really a sequel, but it was a sequel. But I forget the name of that one. But all right, let's go.
They end up spraying and they hit the dash. They start sprinting and Miles throws the bagel at. This is going to be the greatest mistake of his entire life.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Importance. It's called foreshadowing. That's why it's black and white.
Please just keep this in mind. Peter gives Miles the web slingers and he's like, hey, you gotta learn off rip. Go for it. And that man completely sells. He tries to run on foot, but even though these scientists got stormtrooper aim, they are still a threat on land. Especially with Doc Ock chasing in the back, he has no other choice.
Yeah, and the way she moves is crazy,
He frantically climbs up this tree and hits this illustrious dodge right over Doc Ock's head. Got him hitting the lateral Air Jordan. I'm hitting him with lateral movement. And my man's flew straight down and started swinging. Oh, yeah. You know I was geeked. Had my man's Peter B coming in happy as hell. And this is where the real lesson finally comes in. They talking about some swing. Yup.
Swing. Yeah. And then swing. Yeah.
My man's Peter sadly gets hoed. And this is where Doc Ock closes in. She grabs the computer and the Spider-Men both get tied up. And the only 3 questions I have in mind. Why is she looking at me like that, though? Who wants back?
Bro.
Who wants back? My 3rd question. Who tied them up? And sadly, unlike my first 2 questions, I'ma actually get an answer. Yes, Miss Gwanda from earlier finally shows up. And I know a lot of Gwen fans used to attack me when I talked about her in my last 2 videos. Yo, what Jordan Lucas say? I'm not racist. I like Gwen. It's just the betrayal she pulled on my boy Miles just straight pissed me off. Peter B too. He not slick, but we gonna get to it when we get there. But Gwen begins to explain her backstory, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to hear all that, bro. You explain it better in the next movie anyway. But they end up escaping Alchemax with the computer, completing the mission.
Nigga said, we don't give a fuck about your backstory. This video ain't about you, nigga.
And after their mission, we see Captain Obesity with his rhombus.
Captain Obesity, that is insane, bro. Like, where did, like, oh my god, nigga, like, what is happening on, bro?
Captain Obesity with his rhombus.
What is the headless businessman doing right there, bro? What is this nigga? Old freaking Boulder put some clothes on looking ass nigga. Like, what is happening over there? Old humpback of Notre Dame. Like, man, boy, wish he was humpback in Notre Dame. I never disrespect Quasimodo like that a day in my life. I apologize, boy. That boy looking crazy over there. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. Like, what's up?
Back. Reminiscing on the past. And hold on, bro. Play this. Is this nigga struggling to breathe standing still?
Sit down, big brother.
This is obesity I didn't think was possible since Los Polos, nigga. There is actually no way, dog. Have you ever exercised? Bro, someone needs to get YNW Belly off my screen before I get mad, bro. But he's reminiscing of his family running out on him when he was fighting Spider-Man. And instead of seeing the error of his ways and stopping the criminal...
Yeah, see, my man's having a whole fisticuffs with Spider-Man. What was Daredevil really doing in this universe? There is no Daredevil in this universe. There is no Daredevil in the universe that exists with that Kingpin, my boy. You know what I'm saying? The MCU got their Fisk, you know what I'm saying, has their Kingpin, and Daredevil does fine against that particular motherfucker, even though he is built different as well. This motherfucker's built all the way different. You put our MCU Kingpin against this Kingpin, he's not making it. He's not making it. It still take like maybe 2.5 of our Kingpins to get that nigga. It's crazy work.
Activity that's making him fight Spider-Man. He's like, nah, let me end up doing more of the reason my family abandoned me. Like, Eureka, what a great idea, Captain Dumbass. Who told this nigga this a good idea? But Doc Ock comes back, and I would explain what she was saying in this scene, but I'm out here looking at her. I'm like, oh my.
So fine, she done pissing me off.
Like, yes, I'm down bad. Yes, I want her. Yes, I want her and Miles' mom to put me in 50 different positions.
Oh my god.
Alright, bro, my fault.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
But Doc Ock tells Kingpin the collider works, and they get ready for their plan the next day. We get to the bus after the mission, and Miles is putting some elite game on Gwen right here. He over there cracking jokes, making her smile ear to ear.
Incredible.
He moving like LeBron in Toronto. I'm seeing the cleanest jump shots and fadeaways throughout this entire interaction. And I want y'all to study this right here, because this is perfect W man's behavior. One of Miles' best jokes is that he says Peter B's the one who broke the USB, and he's really embarrassed about it. And you know, she's out there cracking up thinking that he's asleep, but whole time, Peter B is awake. Letting Miles talk trash because he knows the goal that needs to be accomplished.
Sensational.
And that right there had me standing up on my seat. I was straight elated. Y'all gotta take notes. This is elite two-man behavior. But the place they know best to make a new USB with the new computer they acquired is Aunt May's crib. And after a very heartwarming interaction, she takes them straight to the back. But while they're in the shed, they realize that 3 more Spider-Men beat them to it. And this is where we get introduced to these 3.
Who the fuck are you?
Hey. Hey. Everybody tingling.
Started it off with the GOAT Spider Noir coming in straight aura farming. You love to see it. Next one up is Miss Penny Parker, and despite how much she sucks in Marvel Rivals, in this movie she's actually pretty cool. And lastly, we get Spider-Ham. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there is no way for me to make them sound tough. But they all give off their backstories, and man, ain't nobody got time for that. So just like Gwen, we gonna hit that skip.
This video ain't about y'all niggas.
They begin to discuss the plan to turn off the reactor, and they realize one of them gotta stay behind. But it obviously makes sense for that person to be Miles, but Miles is too new of a Spider-Man. So they begin to ask him a whole bunch of questions to see if he's about that life, with the entire group just straight stressing him out. But during this scene,
well, you know, he ain't even got like his suit and shit yet, you feel me? He hadn't gone through the art yet, you know what I mean? But he gonna get it, you know what I mean? We seen the movie, he gonna get it, but like they was hitting him with valid questions, you know what I'm saying? You really want to be out there doing this, you know, right now. So far, you've been on a covert mission and you fucked that up, you know what I mean? So we got a few questions is all.
Aunt May says this.
You know, I'm on dating profile so she can get out of the dang house once in a while.
I'm knocking the dust off that shit.
And obviously, I don't think anyone would enjoy getting pressed this much. And Miles leaves to get some space. He goes to Uncle Aaron's apartment to get some advice, but nobody's home. He writes a note and is about to leave, only to see a figure at the window. And it turns out to be the Prowler. And this is one of the scariest scenes in the whole movie, bro. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. That Prowler theme deserves some type of award, especially this part right here.
Yeah, that shit.
That's one of the coldest.
They nailed it with that shit, bro. I see that shit on everything now, my guy.
Effects of all time. But after that, we find out that the Prowler was Uncle Aaron the entire time. When I watched this movie for the first time, I was like, what? Like, real life had me geeked. And this entire chase scene was so intense. Chasing him down with a motorcycle and being willing to destroy anything. He really just balled strong and useless like Doomfist. But after crashing into a truck and destroying 3 entire vehicles, I swear this man is straight slumped.
Gotta be.
My man standing in the corner straight aura farming, staring down Miles, ready to chase him down. And that's exactly what he does heading into the next day. He runs at Aunt May's house, clearly distraught, telling everybody that his uncle's the Prowler. All right, man, calm down. We're gonna figure this out. Were you followed? Nah.
So I wonder how long it took him to run the fuck home.
I don't think so. But they feel the most ominous aura behind that door, clearly proving that what Miles just said was some cap. They all suit up, getting ready to box in. And this is where Doc Ock breaks into the room. They should have closed that door. But I know y'all ain't even peeped the free one. She tried to get on my boy Peter. Stupid. Thought it was free eats. You're goofy. She walk in the crib and Aunt May they get on my boy Peter. Stupid. Thought it was free eats. You're goofy.
That boy head is spicy. That boy head is spicy. Oh my lord. The welt. What happened to him? God dang, on the top of the bow when we heard that shit all throughout the stairwell. Shit. Okay.
Ain't even peeped the free one. She tried to get on my boy Peter. Stupid. Thought it was free eats. You're goofy. She walk in the crib and Aunt May talking about some, oh great, it's Liv. Now the fact that she said Liv clearly proves that they were friends, but I don't know, the way she said this and the expression on her face, she clearly do not like you, gang. Miles tries to leave through the back door, but gets stopped by Tombstone. And my Hispanic brother Scorpion follow in suit. Aunt May asks them to take it outside and we get the hardest line out of Spider Noir.
We don't pick the ballroom, we just dance.
The fight
that go hard though.
0 for 3 from the field like she Ben
you don't
Simmons.
Pick the ball,
only to hit a lick
dance.
right after going 1 for 4. She shouting out the Chinese Zodiac. And this where everybody start tripping. Whole house mad.
Chinese Zodiac. I just Japanese. I don't know, but I just like I heard what is it on some fruits basket stuff? Ain't that like that's they shit? You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
For 4, she shouting out the Chinese Zodiac. And this where everybody start tripping. Whole house mad. We got Noir hitting straight left rights on Tombstone. Scorpion running in ice mad. We got Noir hitting straight left rights on Tombstone. Scorpion running in ISO with Miles and seeing his hands get stuck on the couch. And Scorpion just starts cackling in front of him, only to go straight for his face. Yeah, he trying to snipe him off the map.
He went in there with a purpose, bro. They wasn't there to play games. Shit.
Hops right into her mecha and goes. And when the cameraman switches angles, we see 3 Spider-Men getting straight dogged by Doc Ock. Like she really ball hogging out there and still making the shots. I ain't gonna lie, she the GOAT. Aunt May see everyone destroying her crib and she starts getting a little tight. Telling them all to get out her crib like, everyone, get out! And kicks Tombstone right out the house. Gwen clocks Doc Ock, got her looking like Natalie Nunn, and Spider-Ham going crazy in the back. I don't know where this nigga got.
That is a crazy clip.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gwen steals the USB from Doc only to get denied by Scorpion, with Miles making the game save and play. But before he can run out, all we hear is, yeah, buddy. You know he's coming. You just hear his theme slowly building with him running in the shadows. This is how it felt watching Dora when Swiper would pull up. And he jumps right into the crib, ready to take them all down. Prowler looks at Miles and he just stands there, menacingly. Peter B calls ISO and he starts going crazy. Got him going hit for hit, back to back on the ground. Kicking him off thinking he got it. Sit down. Only for him to raise his right arm up like he in a classroom. And he sits this nigga down. Now, I am not no physicist, but I know damn well your body should not be contorting like this. Somebody please tell my man's Peter, get up! Miles takes the USB only to look face to face with the Prowler. But that was enough of a distraction for Peter to flip kick him up, web both walls, and send that boy flying. And with Doc Ock throwing Penny Pecker outside, This is when this fight really gets to the streets. With the Scorpion chasing down Gwen, and I'm not gonna lie, this scene just pissed me the f off. Why is she elegantly jumping roof to roof like this is a game, nigga? That's my crib. These superheroes really don't care about no type of civilians.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There has got to, in these universes, y'all don't even understand, bro. There has got to be superhero insurance. Didn't they say it in one of them in the MCU? Like, ain't no way in hell that in these universes there's not so, especially in New York, my guy. Like, you in New York and you don't got superhero insurance, there's something wrong with you. If it's not provided, there's something wrong with the whatever the fuck is going on with your governmental shit, because there ain't no way that you ain't got superhero insurance. What? Like, I couldn't live in New York, you know what I'm saying, in these universes, you know what I'm saying, and I got family out, you know what I'm saying, right here. I got mad family out there, but like, if we was living in the MCU, y'all, they never, nope. I wouldn't know what New York looked like. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? You either dealing with that shit or you go to the MCU. Hold on, y'all had a whole alien invasion? Nah, fam, I'm good. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I like seeing the movies that come out of there. We peep those, you know what I mean? But that's about it.
Like, this is a game, nigga. That's my crib. These superheroes really don't care about no type of civilians. And we get back to Miles inside, holding the USB, and he turns around only to see... Not even my second day as Spider-Man, and I got the Prowler walking me down like this. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Just slime me out. He dives for Miles, hits a miss so crazy it goes into the next room, only him to spin back. Miles is weaving out the way despite a fully cocked back punch coming straight for his chest. Like, I hope y'all realize he knows this is a little kid. I mess with you, Uncle Aaron, but dog. Fuck wrong with him. Miles
boy got a mission.
Like Weave Nation, peep this, and throws him across the kitchen. You got this man Miles running for his life, only for Prowler to grab his J's and drag him down the steps. I know he was scared shitless. Miles kicks him off and tries to escape, but sadly you was not holding him off for that long. He drags Miles to the edge of the roof, ready to take that poor child's life, only to realize that it was Miles the whole time. And my man's Uncle Aaron instantly regrets his choice. But Kingpin ain't give no F's. He was like, we better turn him to another statistic. Black on black crime gonna be up 10% after this.
Crazy
Smoke
work.
him. Prowler puts his mask back on, and when I first saw this movie, I thought he did this so he wouldn't have to see Miles in the face when he tries to kill him. But nah, I guess not. He's not that evil. Putting his hands up and backing off. And Kingpin ain't wasting no time. He said, "Bop!" Put an Uncle Aaron flat on the ground. And he was about to make his ancestors real proud, almost boom Miles too if it didn't get deflected by Peter. Like, this was a buzzer-beating block. The shot already went off. Someone get him a Defensive Player of the Year right now.
For real. So, like, it wasn't even the fact that he pulled the gun away. It was the impact of his web on the gun.
He's moving should be illegal. I ain't seen defense like this in a hot minute.
Hey, he on the road today. It's 51 today. Let's go. No, it's not. Oh, my Lord.
Miles takes Uncle Aaron away, and this is where we get his death speech. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pushing me to tears. He really was a real one.
I let you down, man. I let you down.
Miles' dad pulls up only to see a Spider-Man carrying his dead brother, and he gets ready to go crazy.
All units, I want an APB on a new Spider-Man.
Now, one thing that always pissed me off about Spider-Man, how are you known for your awareness, yet always get caught like this? Like, you could dodge speeding cars and
I think it's like a threat thing. Like, it's a threat. Like, if it's a threat to him. Like, I know homie had his gun drawn, but he wasn't going to shoot. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe don't work around his dad. I don't know.
Rooms in split-second timing, but freeze up when you in a situation like this? Nigga, what's wrong with you? And we get back to Miles' room. We get this really funny scene right here where they try to hide from his roommate, and they try to comfort him over the loss of his uncle. But I'm telling you right now, they didn't really try. Because the moment that heartbreak happens, they immediately put him in another one, saying they're going to the reactor without him because he don't got drip, you don't got sauce, and you just not like that. Oh, nah, that's like my girl telling me I don't got aura. I think I die. Miles clearly still wants to go, and Peter checks his gangster
my boy's
right
still
then and
wearing
there.
a Halloween costume.
Saying, if you want to go, you better Venom strike me on command. And no matter how much he tries, he cannot do it, with Peter tying him up and leaving the room. And this is where we get one of the most heartbreaking scenes where his dad comes up trying to give him a heart-to-heart, and Miles can't even say anything in response. One of the most beautifully shot parts of the movie, too. It really had me sick. But after this scene, he gets motivated, and we get to this.
When will I know I'm ready?
You won't. It's a leap of faith. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
You're the best of all of us, Smile. You win.
Hold up, bro. I'm liking what he doing right here. Wait a minute now.
Get to this. It really had me sick. But after this scene, he gets motivated, and we get to this.
When will I know I'm ready?
You won't. It's a leap of faith. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
You're the best of all of us, Smile. You win.
Yo, how they got the sound effects moving? But he got this from a TikTok. Okay. But this is nice though.
You're the best of all of us, Smile. You win. Keep going.
I see this spark in you.
A leap of faith.
Oh, that's his TikTok. Or is it?
A leap of faith.
Is that?
But all the Spider-Men sneak into Kingpin's pet house to make it to the collider below. And they're out here having a memorial for Spider-Man. And Kingpin has the audacity to speak at his own ops funeral. Talking about I was so sad when he died.
Why the fuck you lying?
He dead moving like King Von.
So, were you saddened by the news that he was murdered then?
Man, that shit hurt. I ain't even go to sleep at night.
Cap.
They try to sneak to the bottom, but Peter runs right in to MJ. And although it's not his MJ, he wants so bad to get his shorty back. Started talking to her like Lil Durk.
Give me a chance. Give me one more chance. Give me one more chance.
But sadly, that ain't work, and they make it down to the collider.
Look at that.
All the Spider-Men make it up to the collider, but something's looking oddly suspicious. They really got over there easily, too easily, and it truly felt like something was up. And that's exactly what happens. The moment Peter tries to put in their USB, they realize
It's a trap.
with Doc Ock descending upon him, clearly feeling herself. With the rest of the shooters going crazy in the back. And this starts an all-out war. I'm telling you, they all going crazy. The only one getting job right now is Penny. Scorpion's putting straight hands on her. I'm watching like... Peter's also about to get lined up, but I ain't talking LeBron. I'm talking 6 feet under, with Doc Ock getting him prepped for the fatality. It was truly looking grim for everybody. But here's the thing. The season is not over. It just started. With Doc Ock invisibly getting her ass beat like this nigga right here.
I'm knocked out in his dreams.
And I was watching straight elated. I was like, who could it possibly be? And materializing in front of everybody comes Miles. Fully decked out in new threads.
Going crazy.
Clocks Doc Ock in the face and saves Peter. And my man's is
equal opportunity ass whoopings.
But once they land, Miles is like, it's time to go crazy. You can't tell me that ain't my nigga! With all the spider people boxing all over the place, Miles gets to put some fantastic riz by saving Gwen. Other Spider-Men could not relate. They hit Doc Ock.
My lord. Yeah, I mean... I should have seen that one coming, my bro. That stung, my boy. Like, come on, Andrew Garfield. He tried, boy. He tried. And he got the MJ from our MCU universe. He got her. Not his Gwen, but he got, you know what I'm saying? He got his little redemption moment with somebody else, girl.
Fantastic riz by saving Gwen. Other Spider-Men could not relate. They hit Doc Ock with a clean 3-piece and send her flying with a bros attack. Doc Ock takes all these hits, and I seen her lock in like no other. When I first saw this, I was like, damn.
This nigga gonna die.
And when she flies right towards him,
woo!
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this was straight bogus. She was the only villain out that was able to handle 3 spiders at once. And once the writers realized that, they had to take her out the plot. She was too powerful for the story like Madara. Ain't no way. But when we move on to some other ish, we see Penny Parker's robot has been destroyed due to—
That is crazy considering the Olama-sama video we just saw. When he was talking about it, saying the only reason why the loss was plot. Oh shit, let's go.
When we move on to some other ish, we see Penny Parker's robot has been destroyed due to Scorpion dropping straight haymakers on it. And no, I'm not exaggerating. He was real life wildin'. He was beating that little nigga ass so bad, I was starting to feel bad. The amount of hands he was putting on Penny actually had to be illegal, nigga. I'm talking EDP type. She's 13!
Wow, relax.
Shout out Spider-Ham for spinning the block, but rest in peace, Penny Pekka. You will be missed. And this is where Miles sends everybody home, saying his heartfelt goodbyes. Before he let all of them leave, he made sure to drop one last Riz attempt. Watch this. He made sure to hit that light-skinned stare, and dragged out, looking straight into her eyes. He know what he's doing. Dropping this line right here.
I get to like the hairdo now?
Curry steps back.
Dropped the line so fire, Gwen really gave him the look.
Had to
And
take
I'm
the
not
mask
talking
off.
any type of look. I mean the look.
The hair flipping everything.
She kind of bad though.
She out here talking about some, you know I'm older than you, right? And to all my shooters in the chat, you know if an older woman starts bringing up her age, you already got her. You won. That game was so beautiful, I canceled my call to Dr. Umar. You truly got it. But Gwen ends up going home, leaving just him and Peter. And you would think they'd be free to go home, but sadly, there is somebody they forgot to ask. Kingpin. And that nigga is home, but sadly, there is some...
The consensuals. I don't. What the
Body they forgot to ask. Kingpin. And that nigga is straight up furious. Peter tries to charge right in without going home, and Miles is like... Peter's just not trying to go home. He's not trying to deal with having no hoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro. Same. But Miles drops him in the pit, leaving just him and Kingpin alone to duke it out. It's looking straight like a pay-per-view.
I'm sorry, bro. This is the Kingpin. Like, I'm sorry. None of our Daredevils are fucking with this nigga. I'm gonna see different, bro.
It starts with Kingpin slamming the ground like he's Donkey Kong.
What the bro? Like, come on. I'm sorry. I see him as more as a Daredevil villain. I know he's a Spider-Man villain, but just as far as like what I've seen in the MCU, he's more been connected to Daredevil and Echo. But like, bruh, this nigga slammed on the thing and just auto. Come on now.
In the moment Miles dodges that attack, he immediately pulls out the blade. I really hate niggas that have their first gun. They wait for any excuse to blow that bitch. Just look at Doflamingo's family.
Some jackass hurt you again? No, I just tripped on a crack in the road. How awful. Where exactly is this town? Oh, I see. Yep, we're gonna have to do something about this.
Oh my god. Gonna blow to destroy the
with
whole
Miles
damn.
taking
That's
the
crazy
gun from his
work,
head
bro.
and taking the
That's
train
a
up
lot.
out of there. And I ain't gonna lie, if I was Miles, I would think the fight is over. Do you really
think about how quickly places would clean up their streets if shit like that happened on a regular basis?
You think 21 Ton Savage right here, who
21 Ton Savage is insane,
gonna
bro.
somehow jump on a train?
Fuck no, baby.
But sadly, I was completely wrong. With Miles getting grabbed in the face and thrown right into the train. Miles goes invisible and tries to hit the Caleb City, but Kingpin still clocks him dead in the groin. And while he continues to just beat on Miles, the same traumatic event that happened with his family happens once again. And the movie wanted me to feel bad so hard. I was watching just like this.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Stupid ass nigga, you deserve it. And because he lost his family, Kingpin got nothing left to lose. Got Kingpin beating on Miles like a Powerpuff villain. His body on the floor looking to lose.
That, bro?
Got Kingpin beating on Miles like a Powerpuff.
I guess I missed that episode, my boy.
A villain. His body on the floor looking like a pretzel. And if you was watching this, you would have really thought it was over. But right before Miles gives up, he sees his dad in the distance, giving him that last mental push. And he gets up, putting his hand...
So we get the My Hero music? That's crazy. All right, go ahead. Go crazy. Well, hey, superhero.
And on Kingpin, and then hits him with the, hey...
And see, that's what. Oh, okay, but he led with the fingers after the fact because he put his whole hand. Because I remember in the second one, dude was like, use your whole hand, not just your fingertips.
Putting his hand on Kingpin and then hits him with the hey. Blasting him across the arena before hitting him with the Mario 64, sending his 600-pound life villain all the way to the top of the reactor, finally stopping it for good and defeating Kingpin once and for all. After this,
all that,
we get a cute scene with Miles and his dad. We see Kingpin straight tied up in NYC, the battle finally being over, and Miles fully cements himself as Spider-Man.
But I mean, the fact that like, yo, that was dope. When we watched that dope here, but the fact that Kingpin is still just taking all that and he's still, you know what I'm saying? Well, even RMCU, he got shot in the motherfucking eye and he's still like, bro, oh my God, that's a different type of nigga. I can't hold you. But yeah, nah, Zeph definitely gave it to us in a glorious fashion. As such, we always, you know, knew we was about to get it that way. But yeah, man, that's the take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me and all that there social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.